I think that right now it might be a good time to talk a little about GPUs and computer components, because there's something that's just happened, and there's something that's just about to happen, which is kind of important if you're interested in computers. If you don't know about computers, computers are these things that make the world work. You're probably watching me on one right now, or one that looks like a mobile phone, but it's also kind of a computer. One of the things about computers is that they're made out of all sorts of components. Maybe someone has made a video about them. I'm talking about me. But there's also a whole bunch of other people who have made other videos. But I have made some videos about how computers work and how you can make one yourself, which I think is a really great thing. Like, if you know how to make a computer, which is basically like putting together like a big Lego set, but then instead of like small little Lego pieces, like big expensive components, but it's totally easy. It's like building Legos. It's a whole bunch of fun. And one of the things that, you're able to do when you're building a computer is make a computer that kind of fits your needs, and also make one which is relatively cheaper than anything else you can buy on the market, like consoles or whatever, especially when it comes to like price to performance. Yes, consoles may be a little bit cheaper like as you buy them, but you can't use them like 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line to make a homework, make presentations, make like work stuff or do whatever. One of the things though is that these parts can be quite expensive, especially GPUs right now have gotten quite expensive because a couple years back we had COVID. Everyone wanted to go and grab a GPU because they were building computers, and also crypto happened. And because of that, the price of them just shot all the way up. Nothing was in stock anymore, and you couldn't buy anything. Then the next generation came out, which was like the 40 series on the NVIDIA, which is actually quite good, but also very, very expensive. So now then, you may be wondering, like, oh, well, is the price finally going down? Well, one thing has just happened. One thing had just happened, and I just kind of want to show that to you, and then you're probably gonna know as to what's going on, as to what I mean. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, because this is not very good. Or it is very good. Look at this. This right here is the price of Bitcoin over the span of a year. Or maybe we'll do old time. This right here was 2021, during COVID times, when basically the entire GPU market was sold out because people were getting GPUs to mine their Bitcoin. This right here was right after, when the prices went down. This is where we are now. I don't know what the future holds, but I do know that a new range of GPUs is going to be coming out. Intel has already announced its like mid-range options to be coming out. NVIDIA and AMD are going to be coming out with their new series probably in January. It might become kind of expensive again. So, if you were thinking about getting a computer, building a computer, I'm not going to say like build one right now, but just start considering. Start looking at the market and see if there's something from this generation or last generation, especially when the new generation comes in, they're kind of like trying to clear the inventory of the last generation. Just take a look at it, because yeah, I sure as hell hope not that we're going to go through another like component shortage as we were a couple years back, but it might be. Now it depends, as honestly, with the way the economy is going, especially if we're getting into political policies, the tariffs that Trump is planning to enact will definitely make the price shoot up even higher than the crypto bros ever did. Yeah, that's also one thing to keep in mind. Right here, we're not necessarily talking about politics, because one of the things I've learned on very early on when I was like a little boy is that politics is extremely boring. I don't like talking about it. It's not very entertaining. But it is good to notice things that are going on in the world, especially when they may affect, like whatever you can buy. So just keep that in mind. Things might be happening, especially if you want to build a computer. Keep it in mind. There's been more exciting tech news because Valve may be releasing Steam OS 3.0 soon. And if you don't know what Steam OS 3.0 is, basically Steam has released this little thing called the Stream Deck. And the Stream Deck was basically a handheld game PC, which was basically the handheld Switch that everyone wanted to have, which was actually kind of powerful. And they made it run on Linux, which was their own operating system. And before, Linux was always a little bit touch and go as to whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to be working all right. But this one actually works, because Valve is going to monitoring it. Valve has controlled it to, make sure it's a fun console-like experience on your Steam Deck. And you can also switch to a desktop mode and use it for productivity. So it seems like one of the best attempts on the Linux side to make a really good gaming operating system that can rival Windows. The problem is that Steam has not released it yet out to the public. There is SteamOS out there, SteamOS 2.0, which is based on something else, which they used years back for the Steam machines, which kind of went out of fashion. But they have said that they want to open it up to the public, but they have never released a date yet. Now, though, there are some rumors going around that they may be opening it up soon. And if that comes around, I'm definitely making a video about that. I'm definitely going to turn one of my gaming computers into a Steam machine, and we're going to find out as to how good that goes, especially compared to Windows.